Here, I just wanted to show you a few things about the screen connection on the FED3. This is this Adafruit breakout board, and it's connected to FED3, the FED3 PCB with this header down here. If you're having trouble with it, there's sort of three places that the screen can become disconnected or have an issue. First is the screen module itself has a little ribbon cable that goes to the breakout board. You can examine the cable and make sure it doesn't look damaged at all. It's very thin, so if any little damage in here, it can break these wires. The next is there's a little connector here. You can push up on this connector. It's a little zero insertion force. You can push up on that black part, and then the ribbon cable will come right out. So to make sure that it's seated in there properly, you can take it out. You can put it back in, and it's pretty forgiving. There's really only, it should feel pretty obvious when it's put back in. And then hold it kind of all the way in when you reclose the connector. And then the last place where there can be disconnections is if either of these solder joints out here, if somehow they're not making contact with the PCB, or let's say the solder joints in here. So the way to test this is to look at these numbers on here. It says D10. If you take a multimeter between D10 and then pin 10 on the ADA logger board, those should be connected. And then the same deal with if you go to D11 and then go to pin 11 on the ADA logger board. And then we have D12 ground and a 3.3 volts, which is connected to this 3.3 of the voltage regulator from the ADA logger. So those are sort of the things you can do to troubleshoot if you're having any issues with the screen. And then once again, just because you asked about it, I'll show you this little connection, this little connector. It's a little flip-up connector. You can pull that right out. Pull that right out. That's the ribbon cable. Push it back in. And it's pretty robust. It's pretty hard to get it in the wrong direction. I'm just going to plug a battery in so we can test that idea out. But there it is. It's working fine once I just plugged and unplugged it a few times. So I hope this video helps.